Each turn you start by rolling 2d6 down here, and then the lowest number you're going to fill in that many spaces here. So I'll roll this. I got a 1 and a 5, so I'll fill in one cell here. And you can also record what you got there to help you remember. You don't have to do that. You just got to fill in the top. For each die, you've got to spread, combine, or use it for a mishap. You've got to use each die. You can use them in any order. You can always spread from your center cell to any empty cell next to it. Like I'd spread that into a 5. And I'll go ahead and spread also from the center to a 1. That's my turn. Next turn, so I've got a 2 and a 4. So I fill in those two, and I can write in 2 and 4. And I'll show you now how spreading works, where from a cell that already exists. So this 5, I can spend a charge on it. It's got 2 charges. And because 4 is a lower number than 5, I can spread from a 5 to a 4. So if this was like I couldn't spread from 1 to a 4 there, but that 5 is greater than 4. Okay, and my other number was a 2. So I could spread from that 4. I'll just spread from the center again to a 2. Okay, next turn, 5 and 2. Okay, and again, I filled in the bottom, the cells here, the lowest die was 2, so I filled in 2, and I just recorded what my dice were right there. So I got a 2 and a 5. You have to spread, combine, or mishap, and I'll actually show you how a mishap works, and then I'll do a combine as a demonstration. Magnifying glasses, these want the same number in them as next to them. That's how you score lots of points for them. So I'm actually going to use the 2 as a mishap. So that means I turn it into a 0, and then I have to spread with it. And I'll spread from the center because that doesn't cost me any charges. And then I'm going to combine my other dice of 5. And because 5 plus 0 is 5, if you have a cell that has 2 or more that's adjacent to other cells where those cells sum to the die number, you can combine from those and you pull a charge from each of them. So that spins all the charges there and spins one there. And that gives me a 5 in that cell here. And it's good for me to have these 5 and 5 together because of how the point scoring works for the lenses. Next turn, 1 and a 3. We'll fill in 1 there, 1 and 3. And I could say I'll spend a charge from this 4 out to a 3. And then I'll spend a charge from this 2 to become a 1 over here. Now, the next turn, I will roll 2 dice again. And they're both 5, actually. The lowest is 5. So I'm actually going to fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to fill in 5 there and 5 here. And now, from now on, I'll be rolling 3 dice total. So I'll go ahead and show you play this turn out. So looks like I can do another combine. I'll use this 5 and this 0 to score another 5 there. That's nice. And I've got one more 5 to score. I can't, now that I spent both the charges here, I cannot use that 0 for any more actions. But I can always spread from the center to an adjacent one if it's empty, so I'll spread the other 5 there. So now I will add another d6. I'll roll, I got 2, 3, 4. So I fill in 2 spots. And I now have 3 dice to work with. And that is the basic mechanics of Gloop, of spreading and combining. Each of these different elements on the board has a different scoring mechanism. So lab coats, you get points for surrounding more of them, the scientists. Computers, you're trying to throw off their randomness, so they want unique numbers around them, so like unique digits around a computer. So like right now this computer just has 1 unique digit, and if there was a 5 there, it would still only have 1. If you have like a 4 here and a 2 here, right, that's 3 unique digits. And then you get a multiplier for each perfect computer that you get, each computer that has 6 unique digits all around it. The flask, you're trying to store a piece of your blob in them, so you get bonus points for not spending charges from them, as well as points for the higher digit, the higher number that you mark in the flask. And then power generators, you get points for the number of generators that you gloop, that you mark on them, as well as trying to get unique digits in them. And then the lens, you're under investigation, so you try to make yourself look the same to the scientists that are studying you. So you get points for having adjacent cells to the lens with digits matching the lens. And then you lose a couple points. Well, you lose points for your mishaps, which is pretty normal. It's very minor impact on your score, so it is a good idea to use your mishaps. And yeah, you just try to get as many points as you can for the game ends. There is a variable link based on how the dice roll, so there is some risk reward planning of kind of, do you think you're going to be able to get like all the generators, for example, or go for the scientists. So you've got to play to kind of keep your options open and be able to adapt to how the dice roll. And yeah, that is Gloop. Thanks for checking it out.